Welcome to Terry's Diverse Horizons, a place where we explore faith, history, culture, and the big questions with honesty, wit, and sometimes a dose of uncomfortable truth.
One word, different meanings.
Marriage. One word. 3 religions. And somehow, 3 completely different rule books. Welcome back to Terry's Diverse Horizons, where we don't just admire traditions, we actually read the fine print. Today, we're comparing marriage customs in Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. Same ceremony vibes, wildly different consequences. So buckle up, because holy matrimony depends heavily on which holy book you're reading. At 1, what is marriage really? Christianity. In Christianity, marriage is a covenant, not a contract, not a lease, not a trial subscription. It's meant to be one man, one woman, one lifetime. No escape clauses, no upgrades, no terms may change without notice. Marriage here is spiritual first, legal second. Islam. In Islam, marriage, or nikah, is a legal contract. Romantic? Optional. Paperwork? Mandatory. It can include conditions, witnesses, payments, and yes, multiple wives, up to 4. Because nothing says romance like a legally binding agreement with expansion options. Judaism. Judaism sits somewhere in between. Marriage is sacred, but also very legal. Enter the ketubah, a marriage contract outlining duties, finances, and responsibilities. Think of it as, till death do us part, but let's put everything in writing just in case. At 2, consent, real or theoretical. Christianity. Christian marriage demands mutual consent. No consent, no marriage. Full stop. Forced marriages aren't just frowned upon, they're invalid. Simple, clean, clear. Islam. Islam teaches consent, in theory. In practice, a guardian, wali, often approves. Cultural pressure steps in, and child marriages still get religious justifications in some regions. Consent exists, but sometimes it whispers instead of speaks. Judaism. Judaism requires consent from both parties. Matchmakers may introduce you, but they don't drag you to the altar. Tradition guides, it doesn't handcuff. At 3, women in marriage, equal, protected, or controlled. Christianity. Christian teaching emphasizes spiritual equality. Different roles? Yes. Different value? No. A wife isn't owned, she isn't purchased, and she isn't replaceable. Islam. In Islam, the husband is the authority figure. He leads, she obeys. He can divorce easily. She fills out paperwork, pleads her case, and hopes for approval. Equality is preached, hierarchy is practiced. Judaism. Judaism honors women, but tradition draws boundaries, especially in Orthodox settings. Religious authority is male-dominated. Divorce power rests largely with the husband. Respect exists, but leverage isn't always shared. At 4, money talks, dowry, mahr, and contracts. Christianity. No dowry, no religious price tag. Marriage isn't bought, it's entered. Islam. Islam requires mahr, a mandatory gift from groom to bride. Supporters say it protects women. Critics say it commercializes commitment. Either way, marriage begins with a transaction. Judaism. The ketubah outlines financial responsibility. It's less about buying a bride and more about protecting her if things go south. At 5, interfaith marriage, love with limits. Christianity. Interfaith marriage? Allowed. Encouraged? Maybe not. Forced conversion? No. Faith invites, it doesn't corner. Islam. Muslim men may marry non-Muslim women. Muslim women marrying non-Muslim men? Absolutely not. Equality, but only one direction. Judaism. Interfaith marriage is strongly discouraged. Why? Because Judaism is as much about survival of identity as belief. Romance is optional, continuity is not. At 6, divorce, easy, hard, or complicated. Christianity, divorce is discouraged. Remarriage, hotly debated. Marriage is meant to last, even when it's uncomfortable. Islam, divorce is permitted and relatively easy for men. For women, different story, different struggle, same consequences. Judaism, divorce requires a get granted by the husband. Without it, a woman can be trapped indefinitely. Sacred law, unintended victims. Final takeaway. Christian marriage is about lifelong spiritual unity. Islamic marriage centers on legal structure and authority. Jewish marriage preserves law, lineage, and identity. Same institution, different philosophies, and very different outcomes, especially for women. This isn't about attacking faith. It's about understanding what marriage actually means once the ceremony ends. If this opened your eyes, hit like, share your thoughts respectfully, and subscribe to Terry's Diverse Horizons, where tradition meets truth and questions don't get censored. Until next time, read the vows and the footnotes. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching and being part of this journey. Stay safe, stay strong, and above all, stay humble.